Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Victory Monday. We've got two games on tap tonight. Right now, we've got the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears kicking off, followed by at 8:30 the Atlanta Falcons and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hope everybody's great. Let me say, Daryl Hammond over on Joe Boo Sports Report, Cowboy Joe Boo. This doll is going to cause you to miss out with the Lord. Hope you know where you are headed. Thank you very much for the warning. I don't actually practice voodoo, but I appreciate it, bro. Thank you for looking out for me. Let me say hello to Lady Libra.
Yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night.
Lady Libra, who is double dipping on both channels. Tony Cowboy Show, how you doing? Dwayne Sweeney, how you doing? Jeff Lee in the house, of course, loving boobies. And we've got Asman. Do the permits get passed for the In and Out next to the Red Brick House? No, I don't want it. I don't want an In and Out burger in between me and the cemetery. It'll mess up the view. Floby, what's going on? Brandon Tisdale. Now, let me remind you here that this live stream is brought to you by BetUS. Make sure you guys use the promo code YouTube150 so that way you can get 150% matching on not just your first, not just your second, but your first three deposits of up to $2,000. I always say, bet responsibly and don't bet on the Cowboys. My dad was a two-time winner yesterday, betting on them, taking the 2 points and taking the over. And early in this game already, we had the Bears going for it on fourth down on their 40-yard line and falling short. Wow. Talk about being gamblers and saying we got nothing to lose on this mother humper. That is the Bears giving Minnesota with the crazy white helmets tonight. Great field position. Awesome Cowboy fan. Mark. Hey, Mark and Joe Boo, how are you doing? I am doing fantastic here. Lady Libra, what's going on? Dwayne Sweeney, how are you doing? So we have something very interesting here that I want to talk about here. Let me talk about this for a second because this is kind of important here. So we've kind of been on a topsy-turvy bit. You know, we had Micah Parsons kind of going hat in hand, talking about wanting to do great things with the Cowboys, you know, winning Super Bowls and things, and basically saying, I don't have to necessarily be the highest paid if we're going to be about something, okay? That's kind of what he said, that, you know, he wants to come back, you know, keep the coaching staff together because, you know, we're finally making strides. You can see he's finally beginning to buy into Mike Zimmer. You saw with the victory here, him literally putting his arm around Mike Zimmer. And you can say since his injury, Micah Parsons has been on a tear. He's got 7.5 sacks since he came back from injury. He only had one before that. You know, he's a sack and a half away from having double-digit sacks to start his season, his first 4 years. And that's rare air. In fact, he's only, I want to say, 4 sacks away from, it might be 5. 4 sacks away from tying Randy White's sack record, or excuse me, sacks that he's had, and moving up in the list for the Dallas Cowboys. And then we had good old Catboy, who had to just pee in all of our Wheaties, okay? Piss in our Wheaties. 4th and 5. Wow. Minnesota wasn't able to do anything with the the turnover and downs. They're going to try and kick a field goal. We got Catboy screwing things up for all of us, okay? Catboy literally saying, well, you know, things are going to be really, really tight for us this year, and, you know, we're going to have to look and see, you know, is it the right move for us to be so top-heavy, you know, which is kind of like it was taken, at least in the YouTube sphere, that, oh, they're talking about Micah because Micah's contract will probably be a max contract that they're trying to say that maybe they need to move on from Micah. And so, of course, you kind of heard Micah's tune kind of change yesterday when, we get the big win, he gets a couple of sacks and things, and he starts saying, instead of saying like he did before, oh, yeah, I want to be a Cowboy for life, I want to do great things, to then saying, for however long I'm here, 5 or 6 years, kind of throwing it back at the Joneses and saying, okay, I understand it's a business. If you don't want to pay me, I got a certain set of skills that will be wanted in the NFL. So, it's a business. It's nothing personal, strictly business, right? So this is Micah Parsons on his podcast. And see, this is what drives me crazy. I didn't know the podcast had come out. I've been looking for it and things, and I have to say that he's kind of grown up as far as what he's doing on his podcast through this season, which has been difficult. But listen to Micah here.
Like I said, y'all know I'm going to be a Cowboys for life. We're going to figure out a way for me to be a Cowboy for life. And I think, Jay and Steven see it that way too. So I'm going to be real excited, at the end of this year. I hope the fans are going to be excited because I think it's going to be a great offseason. I do think we're going to attack free agency. I think it's going to be a great year, because I think we got the pieces, man. I get guys is going to, to me, I look at it like the reason why we want to finish this year so good, and we're already missing starters, and some of those starters we're not going to get back to the end of next year. So if we could finish good and keep playing great defense now, imagine towards next year when we're not, 6-8, and we're 9-5 or 10-6, whatever the record is, right? Imagine we're that record and we're saying, hey, we're still about to get Trayvon back. Hey, we're still about to get Demo back. And all those guys got all those good reps and that experience. And now you combine with those really good guys that's coming back who played so well with guys who's been working and grinding and are, have the same values and commitment to this team. And you say, yo, we're going to be really good come playoffs. We're really going to start clicking. So it's going to be a super exciting year. That's why I say Cowboys Nation, it look bad right now and we turning it up, but it's about to go to a whole nother level. So I hope y'all really, pay attention and y'all wake up because it's about to get real exciting. So, Cowboys Nation, y'all better wake up real fast.
Okay, so that's totally different. Now, over the course of the roller coaster ride that we've been going through, where we went through Micah basically saying, yeah, I want to be a Cowboy for life. I want to be about something. We're going to be trying to do great things and all that. I'll work with the organization and so on. And then Stephen Jones putting his fat mouth up in here and screwing the pooch. So now you look at it and say, okay. Has he talked with the front office? Has he got something? Because here's what he said. He said, I'm going to be a Cowboy for life. Jay, which is Jerry Jones, and Steven, agree with that premise and that we're going to be players in free agency, which is totally different than what you've heard from Stephen Jones. Is this Micah Parsons putting it out there? Great run by the Bears. Okay, they're down 3-0 early after failing to convert. Sometimes I think teams go for it too much. It was on your 40-yard line. You go for it, you don't make it, just like the freaking New Orleans Saints. They should have kicked the extra point yesterday, gone into overtime because they had some momentum. But no, let's try and win it in regulation. And ended up screwing the pooch for the Cowboys. Thank you very much. Sorry, I digress. But has Micah talked with the front office and has gotten some kind of reassurance that they're going to be players in free agency, that we're going to be trying to win and do something? I hope that's the case, because the crap that I've heard, Janet Rogers.
Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night.
Janet Rogers, welcome. From what we get from Stephen Jones, you literally want to toss out your Italian sub. So I'm hoping that we can believe in what Micah says more than what we can believe in what Stephen Jones says. That he's just giving you the company bullshit line that, we're going to be, it's going to be hard for us to do anything because, it's going to be like 2024 and things. Stop it, Stephen. Stop it. Okay? The fans, we deserve better. We deserve better. Get this thing done. And the other part on this, I hope, is let's not drag this out and not pay him with the 5th-year option. I know they don't want to do that. But in my mind, if you get Micah done, he's a $21 million cap hit right now. $21 million cap hit. Get this thing done right now, as soon as the season's over with, so that way, like with CD's contract, where we saved $10 million, let's get that $10 million and let's use that for like Rico and Osa and Digazua or some other players here to make the team better. I don't want to hear this crap that we can't. I want to hear we will. That's what I want to hear. All righty, so that's what we got from Micah. That's some big news. What do y'all think about that? Some people saying we don't need to draft a running back because we have Dowdle. Well, Floby, I was actually trying to do a recording, a video before this, but it got messed up before the live stream. We've got some interesting things that are happening with Rico. Let's ask this question. Do we look at it and say, what happened there? Okay. I'm not trying to give myself okay. I guess I am. Let's get the party started. Okay, hold on. Hold on one second. Okay. There we go. YouTube has something new today, and it's like basically setting a goal. Okay, so I've set a goal of super chats. That's the way it works on this thing now, okay? Like I said, a new feature. And so we have a goal of 10 super chats. If we get to 10 super chats, and I got the first one, I did the first one. I super chatted myself. We'll give away another shirt. So there's that. Okay, so we'll see how we're trying this new feature out to see how it works. But here's the thing about Rico. Rico, believe it or not, in success rate, okay? Now, I'm not going to try and tell you that he's Saquon or Derrick Henry or anything like that, but in the course of the last 3 weeks, and literally since the Washington game, he's actually been on a tear. He's averaging now 5 yards a carry and has 392 yards in the last 4 games, which is more yards than any running back in the last 4 games. 5 yards per carry. Tony Pollard had that 2 years ago, but he was limited to about 10, 12 carries a game. His success rate right now, that means when he gets the ball, times that he is getting positive yards, is 58.4, which I believe is second in running backs. Wow, what a hit. Damn, strip fumble, picked up, and taken to the 38-yard line. Chuck is number 2. So, let's see. It's not counting him. Why didn't it count it? Shout out to Chuck. Chuck is hitting it. And Miss Tracy's actually making the shirts from yesterday that we had winners, like Lady Doss won. I am food stamps. He won one. Rick won one. DJ Nice won one. Vikings forced a fumble. Yeah. Zero awareness. Yeah. That's one of those things that if you're a quarterback, you don't want to go to Minnesota because bad things always happen. Obviously, not Minnesota, to the Bears. The Bears have never had a 4,000-yard quarterback, which is crazy when you start thinking about that. Zero awareness. Can you imagine when Micah finally gets back with his boy Dan Quinn? Oh, Lordy, Ghostface Gaming. No, he literally just said, I'm going to be a cowboy for life. So take that, Ghostface Gaming. I second that. Shout out to Chuck. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 1 for Minnesota. Big run down the middle. Gets down to the 16. So, right, we'll see. Yeah, JCM. Now, again, here's where I agree with you. Going last week against Cincinnati wasn't good. But you also have to say the Cowboys have handicapped him, too, because they don't have a great offensive line. The offensive line has not been good this year. We have literally, Brock Hoffman came out 3 weeks ago and was playing great for Zach Martin, and we're like, yeah, he's playing great at guard. Then Cooper Beebe gets hurt last week. He's got to now take over and be the center. Okay, now Cooper Beebe might be back this weekend, so, how are we going to do this? We are constantly, Tyler Guyton, that guy has been in and out the lineup and things like that, and when he's been in, has been a penalty magnet and a sack giver-upper. Okay, you got back Chuma Igoda, who was taking care of Tyler Guyton, and then he goes off in the field after just getting back. So it's like, when you think about how messed up the offensive line has been, and he's having one of the highest success rates in football, some of that is just Rico's ability. So you got to respect that at least, don't you? Who's that? Who's the Eagle, Chuck? Who's the Eagle fan that I made a mod? Who besides Philly 500? Let me know, Chuck, who that is. And if he's starting shit, I'll take it away. It was cold at the game yesterday, Mark. I bet it was. People are like, oh, you coming down to Carolina? It's like, bro, I'm broke. I'm broke. The Cowboys game and my truck, the $6,000 I spent on my truck to get fixed, is like, nah, that's my road trip right there. Daniel Stan, okay. Let me know if he's starting shit again. I didn't realize that he was a Eagles fan. He's a guy who super chatted about quite a bit, so maybe he kind of stealthily came in there. Oh, I'll be a nice guy and stuff, and make him think I'm a Cowboy fan, and then try and stir some shit up. So, gotcha. So, how are we feeling about the Cowboys today getting the win? You feel better about the Cowboys? You feel worse about the Cowboys? Do you still think... Actually, let's do it as a poll. Let's do it as a poll. We'll start a poll. Okay, we'll do that as a poll. How do you feel about the Cowboys winning the Panthers? Felt great to get a win, hate it, wanted to tank, or hate the Cowboys. Yeah, when he blocked an inappropriate message from an Eagle fan, he would tell that person the mod did it, causing trouble. Oh, okay. I'll definitely watch it. Minnesota now, touchdown, 10-0. Baker torched the best defense in the league. Anybody else think that Minnesota and Green Bay are going to be NFC Championship? That's possible. Well, here's the thing. The reality is, even if we lost the rest of the games and yesterday, I think about the lowest we would get would be about 9th or 10th. Right now we're sitting about 14, and that's probably about where we'll pick. So do we think that the difference between 10 and 14 is going to make that much of a difference? I'm just asking for a friend. All right, so Vikings capitalizing on the Bears' mistakes early. Justin Jefferson. Let's have a little fun here with this party.
I fire Howie. Fucking fire the motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass. I fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
Yusuf, welcome. How you doing tonight, Yusuf? Good evening to you. Cooper, you know what? Here's the thing. Here's what's great, and this is where you got to look at it and say, Cooper Rush is a free agent too. Is you got to hold on to Cooper Rush too. He's a valuable player for you. He's proven that he can play. The thing with Cooper Rush, give him time and a running game, and don't make him throw 60 passes, and you got a good chance to win. So that's what we got with Cooper Rush. We know with Cooper Rush, 20 points, 22 points, 23 points is what you're going to get. So just don't expect him to be a guy that you're going to think is going to get 40 points. It's not going to happen. Yeah, let's adjust this just a little bit. Boom, chakalaka. Surprisingly, 59% so far of the early poll felt good to get a win. Oh, Chuck, I know he doesn't have an arm. Believe me, some of those deep routes, I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. We know that, but we're not saying that he can be, or at least I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that he's going to be, let's just ditch Dak and we'll just go with Cooper Rush. But he knows the system, he knows the players, and he's played pretty good for what he is. Ratio says touch is more important than arm strength. There you go. All right, so far this game is not good. Looks like it's going to be a blowout with the all-white helmets. And if you guys see Robert Elpakian slip in, make sure you let me know, because I got to thank Robert Elpakian. He ended up getting a brick today. Shout out to him for the walkway here at the house. I have been so honored and so humbled by the people's support here for the Red Brick House and things. The game plan half for rush needs to be implemented for Dak. Oh my God, JCM. You know, it was funny listening to 105.3 The Fan this morning, and they were asking Stephen Jones, you know, why does the team hate Dak Prescott? And he was like, what are you talking about? He said, it seems like they play a totally different game when Dak's not in there. You know, they run the ball well, they block better and everything else. And it seems a little bit easier for the quarterback than what we do when Dak is there. Ask Drew Brees about arm strength versus touch. Very good point. Some dudes got both. But Chuck, but hold up, Chuck. I'm going to say that CeeDee Lamb made Cooper Rush look a lot better yesterday. There was one of those passes that was so far behind, CD had to do a 180 to get to it, to make a play. The touchdown reception, that one, he had to dig it out of the ground. Literally. Literally. You thought he had a steam shovel out there. Okay. Bears, are you going to do anything? 3rd down and 6 for the Bears. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7 for the Bears. CD almost got killed. Yeah, I'm serious. He put a hurting on CD. CD, you know what? CD to me changed my opinion on him. He grew up. Incomplete. The Bears going to punt. All right, and we're about to get game number 2 going here. I'm glad that they at least are putting it on 2 different networks as opposed to putting it on ESPN2, where you got to pay for this shit. Chris May, Overdrive. What's up, man? How are you doing? Mike and CD are being traded. You can't trade. Ain't nobody's trading for CD right now with that contract, bro. Okay. Hospital passes have gotten worse the last few years. Raisin Sack, hello, beautiful people. How are you doing tonight? All right, the Vikings looking to kick ass and take names right now. They've got the ball back. And we've got the Falcons getting ready to receive. I'm sorry, the Raiders getting ready to receive. Oh my God, Chuck. Yeah, dude, literally. You know, you wonder, did he end up having a heart attack because they took his shoulder pads, his shirt, and everything on? You saw the heart monitors and stuff on him. Yeah. CD is quarterback proof. Okay. All right, the Raiders got the ball first with Desmond Ridder as the quarterback. So game time is live. It's got the title being Chargers versus Broncos. I think he didn't change the stream's name. Okay, here we go. Raiders run up the middle on the first down, pick up about 4. KRT, it was a head and neck injury. Why would you trade two of your best players? All right, 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. And they pick up about 8. Be 3rd down and 2. Hey, Mark, be honest. Are the Chiefs winning their final 3 games with wins? Well, it's a mild high ankle sprain, so I don't know if he's going to miss all 3 or not. 1st down for Minnesota. Yeah, this does not look. These aren't exactly. I mean, you think about the Falcons are a hell of a lot better than the Raiders. The Raiders have had 9 straight losses. You know, they don't have a quarterback, so you expect them to get kind of mollywopped. And the Bears, the Bears are who we thought they were.
Four picks against Grossman and 2 fumbles. What do you see about the Bears would shut them down that way?
No, we just the Bears are what we thought they were. What we thought they were. We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a 3rd game in the preseason like it's bull? We played them in the 3rd game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were.
And we let them off the hook.
That's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Thanks, Coach. Matt Leinart will be the only other person in this room, probably about 5 minutes away.
It's a disappointed coach.
The Bears are who we thought they were. First down, Raiders at midfield. Uh-oh. There's going to be a big haul when they trade Micah to Washington, probably before the draft. It could be another Herschel Walker move. Okay, Ghostface Gaming. So you're saying like a Khalil Mack trade from the Raiders to the Bears. Khalil Mack. How the Raiders-Bear trade for Khalil Mack changed the NFL. It was a shock. 5 years ago, okay, this is last year. 5 years ago today, it was rare to see a deal of this caliber. Now it becomes commonplace and has opened the door for many mega trades involving superstar players. Khalil Mack chatted with a few teammates as he made his way towards the Chargers locker room after the afternoon practice. Perhaps the Perhaps the 7-time Pro Bowl edge rusher was sharing football advice with his experience. The Bears sent 2 first-round picks to the Broncos for quarterback Jay Cutler. Okay, that was bad. Mack had also been the first veteran defensive player to be traded for multiple first-round picks since '88 when the Colts acquired linebacker Freddie Young. Trying to see how much he was. I can't remember exactly how much the trade was. It was a massive trade, says Staley, who was Mack's position coach in Chicago at the time of the trade. It was a shock to most of us. We didn't know this was happening. They kept it quiet. Four draft picks, including a 3rd rounder, a 6th rounder, plus a massive 6-year, $141 million contract, agreed to hours after the trade, which made Mack the highest paid defender in the league at that time. So 2 number 1s, a 3rd, and a 6th rounder. That's a lot. I would say if you were going to trade him, that's what you would expect to get. You better get that, or else you better not trade him. Now, I can say, Ghostface Gaming, that it doesn't always work out when you make a move like that, because you guys traded your number 1 pick to the New Orleans Saints and got their whole draft class. You got that whole massive draft class of the New Orleans Saints. Every pick. And it didn't help you any. NFL shamelessly promoting Dowdle and golf mid-quarterbacks. Just you guys wait and see. Rodgers and Adams going to the Vikings and will reunite with Aaron Jones and have Justin Jefferson. Okay. I don't know that Aaron Rodgers is coming back for another year. Maybe the Eagles lose to the Commanders this time and Cowboys. Well, the Eagles looked pretty good yesterday, and they won without Saquon having to be the driver. Justin Jefferson with another catch and another first down. Up, there's a flag. Hold up. That might be holding. Illegal formation. Offensive lineman off the ball. Golf is mid. He folds under pressure. Okay. I think Golf is actually a lot better quarterback now than he was when he was with the Rams. Minnesota closing in on midfield right now. Second and 10 for Minnesota. Here we go. Incomplete for Jefferson. Jefferson, where's all the ladies at? We got Lady Libra in the house. And we got Janet Rogers in the house. That was a That was a terrible pass there. First down, Minnesota, 45-yard line. What's going on, Rome? How are you doing? Lady Libra, Dallas Cowboy for life. Floby, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous that these are the games that they have to put on for 2 games Monday night. 2 bad games. I guess they figure if we put on 2 bad games, that's as good as 1 good one. Sam Darnold floats the pass out there, caught. Big first down. Third and 5 from Falcons, and sacked. Jefferson dropped it. That doesn't happen very often. Can't believe Jefferson, wide open, in his hands, dropped it. Colton is here. What's going on, Colton? How are you doing tonight? That boy bad. Monday Night Football didn't know these teams' records would be that bad. Come on, fans. Okay. The Bears and the Raiders have pretty much been bad forever, bro. It's kind of hard not to say. And you didn't think that Minnesota would be that good because they lost Kirk Cousins. And Atlanta, when was the last time Atlanta was good? Justin Jefferson pulled a CD. Oh, man. No, you didn't. Okay, 4th and 3. Minnesota going for it. And throws an interception. Why are you going for it on 4th and 3 and you're in field goal range with a 10-0 lead? I'm sorry, that's stupid. Stupid throw. What a bad throw. Stupid throw. But no, I got back from QB workouts. Cool. All right, let's see. The Bears can do anything with this. These are kind of weak games here tonight. Damien, Chuck, I think Mark's moderators done blocked more than 5,000 Eagle fans. Ain't nobody been blocked tonight, bro. And Logan Motorsport, he's here all the time. In fact, we got an Eagle fan, apparently. Who's the moderator besides Philly 500? Lois. Hey, Lois.
Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night.
Peter. Peter. Hey, Lois. JJ Rock, next NFC East. Yeah, we know you guys got it, man. Golf has an MVT type of season, yet gets disrespected for no reason. I'd love it if Detroit wins the Super Bowl so golf can silence everybody. As long as it's not the Eagles, that's all I can say. All right, let's see. 3rd and 10 for the Raiders. And they pick up 2 yards. The Raiders are just bad, man. They're literally unwatchable. C. Lamb has a product of talent surrounding him. Three and out for the Raiders that quick. It is not true that my wife is a fan of the Raiders. If you want to know the real truth is she's not really a football fan. She ended up, and I'm going to tell you why people think, oh, she's an Eagle fan. She worked for United Way with all 32 teams. When you would see a United Way ad, that was my wife. When you saw the halftime show in Detroit, that was my wife. When you saw billboards about Play 60, that was my wife. So she worked with all 32 teams. Nnamdi Asomugha, if you see the picture of her wearing a jersey, that was Nnamdi's jersey, who she worked extensively with. Unfortunately, it was before he got married to Kerry Washington. I would love to have met Kerry Washington. She's wearing his jersey at a football party that we had. But by no means is she an Eagle fan. So there's that. Actually, there she is, my lovely and talented Miss Tracy. Can you clear the air? Because people seem to believe.
I am not, nor have I ever been an Eagles fan.
Can you say that? Hold it. Say that into the mic, please.
I am not, nor have I ever been an Eagles fan. I was a fan of Nnamdi Asomugha, whose jersey I was wearing. Plain and simple.
Okay, you heard that, didn't you? Eagle fans, there you go. Straight from my lovely wife's mouth. She is not, nor has she ever been an Eagle fan. And some people, look at my lovely wife. She brought me some chili. My lovely wife's friend, Allie, who we go see, who could pass for her sister, she is an Eagle fan. Sorry to disappoint all of you Eagle fans. My wife doesn't care for sports, but she's still wearing my seal. Yeah. My wife will say she roots for the Cowboys because it's my team. How about that? She needs to say it once a week, at least. Jonathan, I mean, the Lions are about the most complete team. But, you know, Sam Darnold still does Sam Darnold things. Like that interception down here low. You're rolling and all that. Hey, Brad, this is for you, buddy. Oh, so good, Brad. Brad. Tracy should be an Eagle. Why? All right, Swift gets the first down for the Bears. They got a first down. Brad, you know I got to go, That's my thing. When I eat, I have to go, because it's good. Bears are running the ball pretty good here. Smith with another 6-yard run. All right, which Kirk Cousins do we have tonight? You think the Giants and the Raiders should trade down to get extra picks because they need a lot more than just a quarterback? Kyle Pizzle would have a lot more players. Thank you, Curtis. I appreciate that, man. Raiders should have never carried, walked. He was the best quarterback in a long time, and Raiders fans ran him out of town. I'm surprised that they just suspended him for 3 games. I thought for sure they would just cut him. I'll be honest, that's the least of the 49ers' problems. It's crazy that a player basically said, nah, I'm good. I'm not playing. Screw y'all. All right, we got Atlanta driving. Kirk Cousins heating up. Let's see if he can get in the end zone. Bears are in field goal range right now. It's amazing how much a turnover can change the game. Think about this. So you literally had Minnesota's in field goal range. They go for it 4th down and 3. They have the turnover with the Bears. Now the Bears possibly get a score. So instead of you being up 13-0, now you gave them decent field position. They're driving down. They got some momentum and could get a score before the half. And now you've got a 7-point game instead of a 13-point game. It was just like Cooper Rush's fumble last night where we were up 10-0. That's a hold. That's going to come back. Touchdown, Atlanta. Aisha Robinson.
Ladies' night, oh what a night, oh what a night.
Aisha double dipping. Shout out to Aisha. Welcome.
Night, oh what a night, oh what a night.
Brad Wright, do I feel bad about jinxing the Lions? What are you talking about? Why is it I am the one who's the jinx of all things? Hey, Damien, bro, you know what? If you don't like the way we do it over here, that's cool. You ain't got to be here, bro. Okay? And I'm not going to have people going after other people on my channel and being assholes. If you don't like that, that's cool. And I'm happy where I am, bro. I'm happy where I am. I got people I enjoy being around instead of assholes. I'll rather do that with a smaller audience than a room full of assholes, okay? So it's up to you, bro, if you want to be here. I have rules that I like to have on here, okay? You know, you're right, exactly. Go to his channel, bro, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. Lola's in the house. I mean, seriously. Yeah, somebody, you're going to come in and literally say that, you know, a bunch of sensitive pricks, this, that, and the other. No, nice to meet you too, bro. Nice to meet you. Who's talking about you, Mark? I said Philly 500. Bro, you came in. Philly 500 is averaging 2,500 views because he doesn't block Cowboy fans because he's not sensitive and doesn't let trolls stun his growth for his channel. That's talking about me or implying that I'm blocking people and that's the bro. Forgive me. I know that my 150 people in the chat that it's flying. I'm jealous. Philly 500 and I are boys there, buddy. You see us both together on Wednesdays on the Dan Saleo show. You see him literally, Lord. So I'm jealous of Philly 500, and we do things like this together.
Can't think back here, and so before we start this video, I gotta get this mother humping thing out of the way. Mark Holmes is my daddy. Okay, that's out of the way. Ow!
So, what's your point, bro? What's your point? Are you trying to get blocked? I'm trying to understand. Okay, I'm good with what I do here. Okay, I'm good with what I do here. I'm very happy about my audience that I have. I'm happy about my 134,000 subscribers. I'm happy that I'm closing in on 70 million views. Okay? I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I got 49er fans, you know, the 49er who's cool. I got Aisha Robinson who's cool. She's a Giant fan. I've got my man who's a Washington fan. And people who are here actually to have a good time and not to grab ass and do all kinds of stupid shit. So what is your problem, dude? I'm just trying to understand. Nobody was in here getting blocked or timed out or anything like that. You're the one that came in here, guns blazing, talking shit that, oh, well, Philly 500, he's got. Okay, well, you know, interestingly enough, let me say this much as far as that goes. As far as Philly 500 having a lot of people in there. Congratulations to him. I'm happy for my son that he's doing well with it. But when you look at the amount of Eagle content creators, there's not a lot in comparison to how many there are with the Cowboys. You understand what I'm saying? We have a lot more competition. There's a lot more, you know, you look at it and you say, oh, Philly 500, he's like the biggest one. But then you look at like Vosh, you look at Law Nation, you look at me and Chat Sports and all this. You've got a lot of different creators, and it's okay. Everybody wants to be a Cowboy content creator because everybody likes the Cowboys. Nobody wants to be one for your stinking ass Eagles. And I find it funny that Eagle fans are always coming in here screaming about, you're always blocking people. We weren't blocking anybody. We didn't block anybody. Even your dumbass we didn't block. So what the fuck are you talking about? Rome, you're right. It's my house. I don't have to explain it. Now, what I'm sure Damien will do is he'll run over on Philly 500's channel like a punk-ass biatch, and he'll say, oh, Mark Holmes over there, he's timing people out. He's blocking people left and right. You know you will. You know you will, bro. You know you will. Because you're trying to get your 5 seconds of attention. Oh, no. That was the biggest one was EDP. Till EDP got cray-cray. That shit's crazy. But let me remind you guys about BetUS. Shout out to BetUS who is sponsoring this live stream tonight. And remember to use the promo code YouTube150 so that way you can get matching deposits, I should say, of up to $2,000 on your first 3 deposits. Bet responsibly and bet with BetUS. Mark Holmes, don't block people unless you're an idiot yourself and once and should tolerate it. He does a great job on the channel. Yeah, EDP was, bro, he had some issues. I must have missed that. Them boys kicks, man. What's going on, man? I am ready to get this season over and hope that next year will be a lot better. That's where I am. Next year, get back on track, back at the man cave, having football parties and big subs and cheering on victories. Howdy. What's up, Kid Cowboy? How are you doing? Brad Wright. Who did you compare who won more over the Panthers between Dallas and Philly? Brad, actually the Cowboys blew them out. Your quarterback only had 83 yards against them. 83 yards. That's all you had. We actually ran the ball, surprisingly, 7 yards more than your team did against them. I'm just saying. And I know you got the big win against the Steelers, but we beat them too. Yeah, all kinds of fans come on your channel and they do a heck of a great job, and they're respectful. Oh, believe me, I get a lot of fans of other team that email me that aren't respectful. I can tell you that right now. Some of the stuff that I get, geez. Okay, Brad, I will give it to you, bro. Your team is better than the Cowboys this year. I'm not disputing that, bro. I don't know what you're trying to prove. Yes, the Cowboys have been terrible. With all the injuries that they've had and sustained this season, without the lack of activity and free agency, the top-heavy roster, bro, you're better than us. What's your point? Cowboys music, man. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry, man. Bro, you know I'm old, right? And I get to be forgetful. Email me tomorrow morning. I've got historic commission meeting tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So hit me up sometime tomorrow. I'll be here all day. You tell me what time I do my morning video. I'm sitting here about 10 in the morning, and tomorrow I don't have a whole lot that I have to do. It's weird seeing Daniel Jones sitting on the sidelines of Minnesota. Brock Turdy, let us rub it in, Mark. You would do it to us. Would I? Would I really? I'm not that kind of guy. Brock Turdy, the amount of shit that I get versus the amount of shit that I put out, it's not even close. The Vikings have 5 backup quarterbacks. Oh, shit. Brad Wright, thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes I wonder about what the Cowboys are doing. It's like they've seemed like they luck into winning seasons, man. It's like sometimes the moves they make no rhyme or reason, and they just get lucky. Mark, you rubbing your Panthers performance in our face. Y'all would. Rubbing it in your face? I'm just... No, bro. See, here's what's funny is, did I come onto Philly 500's channel or any other Eagle content creators channel and say, we beat the Panthers better than you? I did not. That's rubbing it in your face. I am over here. This is Cowboy Joe Boo Sports Report. This is a Dallas Cowboy channel. I'm over here in my little corner here talking amongst my Cowboy friends. You guys decide to come in and listen to our conversations. That's not me rubbing it in your face. How's it rubbing it in your face when I'm here in my house talking? Seriously. Seriously. I'm not on Eagle channels talking smack, even when the Cowboys are good. You guys are always here, and then oh, he's so mean to us. He's rubbing it in our face. First of all, Eagle fans, I heard you like having it rubbed in your face. Wrong drop.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I heard that y'all like having it rubbed in your face.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I sometimes they literally come here on a Cowboy channel and they expect me to praise them and tell them they're the greatest thing in the world. Shut the fuck up, dudes. I'm not gonna do that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
The fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck ups to shut.
The bigger question is you're sitting there leading the division, have a good shot at getting the number 1 seed in football. The Cowboys, for all intents and purposes, are out of it. But somehow you're worried about us? What is wrong with you guys? Why would you even care? We should be like a flea on your back, or not a flea, a pimple on your ass. You don't give a shit. You don't see that. What is your problem? Why you need validation from us Cowboy fans? Are you guys that weak-minded? Are you the guys that fragile that you need the improvement of Cowboy fans? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Well, you should be like Philly. He does. Man, well, Philly can do his damn thing the way he wants to do it. You think because Philly 500 does something that makes it right? Are you stupid? There's more than one way to skin a cat. Jeez. I'm trying to understand that. Yeah, I'm rubbing it in Eagles' faces. Why should you care what I think? Seriously. 34-6, Eagles, Cowboys score, all I got to say. Well, if that's the case, then congratulations. But we'll see. I tell you. Some of you Eagle fans really need to get a life, man. I mean, seriously. Y'all bitches are the biggest crybabies I've ever seen in my life. Oh, Mark Holmes in the Jobu Sports, they blocked me. Oh! They were mean to us. They didn't say we were the best team in football. I hate them. They're so mean. Freaking birds. What is wrong with you people? What is seriously, Eagle fans? Is there something mentally wrong? Is it the cheesesteaks? You know, is there something in those that are doing bad? What is wrong with some of you guys? Stop. Sorry, it's stupid. It's just stupid. They're a bunch of. Yes. Yeah, you're right, Carl. You're right, and I can read through the asterisks there. Bears can't buy a break. They lined up in the neutral zone. Montez Sweat. Damn. That would have ended the half had they not gotten a penalty. Now, Minnesota gets a new set of downs. $12 seconds left. Okay, Minnesota going for a field goal. Hey, Brad. I got the chicken after the Eagles game. Since the Eagles game, Micah Parsons has had 7.5 sacks. The Cowboys have gotten 3 wins. So I don't know how the chicken is a jinx. I've been choking the chicken here on the channel the last 4 weeks, and the Cowboys have been winning. So how's that a jinx, bro? You know, I really wish I had the power to actually control whether the Cowboys won or lost. I really and truly wish that I had that power. Unfortunately, I just don't. What y'all used to be, we strike fear in the enemy's heart. I'm shaking, bro. Brock 30. I see I'm shaking there, buddy. You strike fear in my heart. Okay. Carl said, I wish we were choking the chicken sooner. But nobody is scared of the Eagles or their fans. Honestly, we're not. If you become a dynasty and win 2 or 3 in a row, then we'll get you respect. But until then, you haven't. Eagles can't scare the old lady. Keep wishing, Eagle fans. Oh, they're feeling themselves tonight. The chicken did a number on your Lions, your second team. To be clear, Brad, I don't have a second team. I'm not a 2-teamer. Now, unless you say, unless you understand that I'm a Cowboy fan and anybody playing the Eagles, I don't think that that counts. And yeah, Eagle fans, you might want to worry about the Commanders right now this week. Yeah, I would worry about them first. Eagles fans don't know how to handle success. You're right about that. All right, halftime. Minnesota up 13-0. Oh boy. And we've got Atlanta and the Raiders 7-3. We got two sorry games going on. Lois, hey Lois. Peter. Boys in blue. They have Kellen Moore as a coach. It's over before it starts. Yeah, because they don't have much success. Commanders laugh out loud. We're going to have Jalen Daniels looking like a rookie again. Light work for Jalen Carter. Okay. All right. I hear you.
Shit! Oh shit!
I hear you talking, bro. Please stop spamming, though, especially in another team's live stream. Who does that? Eagle fans. Kellen Moore, the playoff failures continue. Hey, Brock Turdy, here's what's, I love how you're selective with your numbers, okay? Especially since your franchise is one of the oldest franchises out there. How come you don't talk about your whole history? I'm curious on that, bro. Seriously. Because, see, it's kind of like when somebody said yesterday that they haven't been relevant in my lifetime. And I kind of pointed out, it's like, yeah, well, the Revolutionary War happened before my lifetime, as well as the Constitution. So does that mean it's not important because it happened before I got here? You know what I'm saying, bro? I know Ghostface Gaming. We need the Commanders to lose to stay mathematically alive. But at this point, does it really matter? Bro, does it really matter, Ghostface Gaming? We need so many other things to go in place. I would rather at this point the Eagles lose to the Commanders. That's how much I hate the mother humpers. Brock Turdy, it took you 30 years. It was more than 30 years, bro. Shit. It was 50 years. 50, what was it, 50, 51? Yeah, it's true. The last time we won one was in 96. But we won 4 other ones with that, bro. How many did you win again? Art, don't do him like that. He's just a Niner fan. Bless his heart. Oh, boy. These Eagle fans are getting out of control now. Damn. You mother humpers. Alrighty. Question is, are we going to do all these games all the way till basically 12 o'clock tonight? I don't know that I can do that. Especially with these mother humping trolls up in here. Okay, I tell you one thing. That stadium in Minneapolis, that is nice. And the way they have it set up, you don't really park at the stadium. When they had the Super Bowl there, they basically closed downtown, and all of the closest metro stations in were Super Bowl expresses to carry you from the outer burbs into the stadium. And it was easy getting in, although it was cold as shit. It was minus 3 degrees when we got out. But incredible stadium. Philadelphia, I got some pants that I bought 23 years ago because they fit good. And I'm going to say, here's what I'm going to say, too. You know what? Something Philadelphia? Here's something that y'all discount, I don't know how many of y'all watch YouTube videos. I don't know that. But because I do construction work and I have this red brick house, right? I get a lot of videos that are about construction. And the thing that I find that's really, really interesting is how things are built now versus how they used to be, okay? Because I keep seeing like D.H. Horton, new homes. They keep saying, don't buy these new homes because, one, you're paying the primo price of it being new, and they're built like shit. They're built like shit. They're a house of cards. They got all kinds of problems. You're better off buying houses a couple years old because they've already got all the kinks out of it. And see, I'm going to say that probably the new shit that's being built right now, when you see all these newfangled houses and all that stuff, oh, they look so pretty when you drive up to those new neighborhoods and stuff. I bet you that they won't last 205 years like this mother humper right here. Because, see, older things, they're built differently. They're built to last. Because, look, bro, let me show you something. See, my wood. Let's look at the ceiling up here. You see that wood right there, bro? You see that wood up there, right? Just to give you an example, I will take one of those beams right there to any beam that they put in a house right now, bro. Any beam. That wood right there is slow growth, antique. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't flip the camera. That wood up there. You see that wood up there? That is slow growth, antique heart pine there, bro. Antique heart pine. It took 300 years for that to 300 to 400 years for it to grow to be mature enough to be harvested. And for 200 years, that wood has stand tall and held up this house. Okay? Because, see, it was built differently. These floors, okay? The floors on this house, okay? The wood on the floors. Let's see if we can get the floors down here. See that old wood right there? I ain't got to replace that wood. I don't have to replace that wood every couple of years because it's worn out. That it's got gaps in it, where it's all messed up or it got wet. and fell apart. Okay? Yeah, no, I ain't got to do that because, see, that old shit was built differently. And see, when you try and tell me that those Cowboy teams that had cornerstone pieces that they will talk about forever in the NFL, they'll talk about forever the Ed Too Tall Joneses. They'll talk about the Manster, Randy White. They'll talk about Roger the Dodger. They'll talk about, of course, the Hail Mary with Drew Pearson. They'll talk about all of those great things that Dallas Cowboys team did. Or that Great Wall of Dallas in the 90s. That Emmitt Smith, the all-time leading rusher. That Charles Haley, that 5-time Super Bowl winning player. The Larry Allen, who may have been the strongest man ever to play in the NFL. When you say that those things don't matter, to me, in my mind, that's like saying, because it didn't happen in my lifetime, that those heroes in World War II that kept the world from being taken over by the Nazis, that doesn't matter. Those heroes are worthless because they're not today. That's like saying the Revolutionary War soldiers that ended up stopping the tyranny from England and creating the country that we are now does not matter because it's not recent. Your history is what made you. Your good, your bad, all of it. Every bit of it makes you who you are. And when I look up here, bro, and I see my rings, all of my rings, every single one of them, I can remember every single game. You may not like it. You may not believe in it. You may not have experienced it. But that doesn't mean that it's not relevant in the world. And you need to get off this high horse that you having one Super Bowl win, and we've got a bunch of playoff wins in the last 20 years, that makes you great. When you guys win 3 Super Bowls and I tell you what, when you just win 3 Super Bowls, then we'll start talking about some greatness. But at the moment, you ain't done shit. And you don't have the license to be able to poo-poo the greats in the NFL that made this game and played the game a hell of a lot harder than what these punk-ass, weak mother humpers do today. Take a look at the abuse that Troy Aikman or Roger Staubach took. There was no unnecessary roughness. The roughness was necessary. You had to try and knock the guy the hell out. There was none of this bullshit, you can't horse collar tackle. You can't end up, hitting the quarterback below the knee. No, everything was fair freaking game. These guys bled for the NFL and didn't get the compensation that these weak-ass players do now. So, bro, stop this fucking bullshit that what those guys did doesn't mean shit. I'm sick of that bullshit. Congratulations. You had a great game with a backup quarterback against the New England Patriots. I was there. I saw it. Yes, congratulations. You won a Super Bowl. That doesn't give you the license to go ahead and trash all the other people that have been there. In the same way that fool Damien comes in here and says, well, you'd be like this, that, and the other if you did like that. Listen, what Philly 500 does or any other creator does, that's their thing. You can't poo-poo somebody else for doing the things the way they do it. So get off of it, people. Seriously. My Steelers have 6 rings, most in the 70s, but it counts. Yeah, and I remember them because that was when my Cowboys were going against your Steelers. 2 of those games, one of them we got robbed in. And that, my friends, go back and look at some of that shit. You won't recognize football back in the day. Dallas Cowboy girl, what's up?
Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night.
5 rings is 5 rings. I'm not discounting that, you guys want to, like I said, here's the funniest thing. I'm going to tell you, as you guys are pounding your chest and telling you how great it was to win that you're the greatest team. I was there in Minneapolis, freezing my ass off, watching that game. My seat in the upper levels was right on the aisle. So I got the railing and the steps right beside me. Opposite side there, so literally 5 feet away, was an old school Eagle family couple, okay? And they told me they had been season ticket holders since 1973. 1973. And that they couldn't believe that they were finally in a Super Bowl, bro. And I'm watching these two living and dying as the game is going up, cussing and screaming and celebrating everything else. And I actually felt good understanding their story of ineptitude of the 70s, having Ron Jaworski and crew get mollywopped by the Raiders, seeing Donovan McNabb toss his cookies with a heroic performance by T.O., I was actually happy for them that they finally got their Super Bowl victory. I was also like, get a room, because they were, you get people that are like 65, 70 years old. Wait a minute, 65 is not that old. Shit, that's only 6 years for me. But look, you got people like 70 years old. I was like, oh. Grandpa's getting nasty. Oh, okay. All right. So come on, man. I'm not belittling what you guys did with the Philly special, but it's only one, bro. It's only one. 12-2 because of one person. There you go. Because of Saquon. You ain't lying about that one. Ugh. Some of y'all snot-nosed young little punks, man. Jeez. One and done. You was 29 the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl. Pipe down, guy. Hey, Charvis. Hey, buddy. I ain't gonna... Bro. You do realize whose house you're in, right? Charvis? So let me welcome you officially to my channel. Don't come in my house and tell me to pipe down. How about you kiss my high yellow ass?
Oh, shit.
Pipe down. So what? Hey, bro, I was an 8-year-old when they won the first one. And I remember that one too, bro. I remember that one. So kiss my ass. Let me know when you get another one. So pipe down on that shit. Oh, my God. You know, you Eagle fans, bro, y'all mother humpers better not just win the Super Bowl, man. It better be a blowout with all the shit that you guys talking. All the shit you are talking. We have to go back next year, 25. I can't wait. Oh, my God. The arrogance of you damn Eagle fans. Nice run by the Bears. They feeling themselves right now, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. Them Eagles are feeling themselves. Right. And Carl, that's Carl, you just hit the nail on the head. They come in here and bitching that, oh, you're blocking us. Listen. I don't have to open up my door to let people off the street walk in with dog shit on their feet to fuck up my carpet. Even though I don't got carpet here at the house, I got hardwood floors. But you understand what I'm saying? They feel that that's what you're supposed to do. That you're supposed to allow them to just be unruly, stupid-ass punks. And that's okay. And you're supposed to be welcoming them with open arms. Lovely Linda.
Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night.
We need, okay, now I'm going to say Brock Purdy's comment did not need to be removed. Okay, let me be clear with the mods too, because sometimes y'all do get a little quick with the tricky fingers. Brock Purdy's, I'm gonna give you an example. We need humble pie, Mark. Nobody can beat us. That okay, that's him pounding his chest. That's okay. That's okay. But when you have somebody telling me to, pipe the fuck down and shit like that, no, that's different. Or somebody going after somebody else. Okay. The referees will help the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Russell Wilson was scary. I'm like 2015, huh? Eagles empty calories. GD, what's up, GD? Rico could have rushed for 14 yards this season if we had committed to him running the football. Some of those early games, he literally had 7, 8. First 3 games, he did not have 10 touches in any of them. Not until week 4 did he actually have 10 touches in a game. And then, of course, we sat him for one game to bring in Dalvin Cook. Eagles don't best. Nobody Eagles. Sorry, them. The North Pole Express. All right, we're almost at halftime with the Raiders and Falcons at 9-3. Eagles could have had a Dining Center interview, but they didn't know it, and that was their previous chance. And now this is their second shot of if they can. And here's what I'll say. And I'm not trying to say, let me ask you this. This is a real question for Eagle fans. Okay? How many players from the Eagles Super Bowl team will you look back and say that they are iconic players? That's my question. And that's a real question. How many players will you look back with reverence and say, yeah, that was a lifelong Eagle that, that I grew up watching and things like that? Because, see, that's what I can say when I think about players like Michael Irvin or Jay Novacek, who was like the first security blanket, or Troy Aikman, that these are guys that are iconic players that were in the NFL. How many? And I'm not trying. I'm asking you because I have a hard time remembering most of them, other than Nick Foles being there. There's the guys like Jay Ajayi. But do you look at that and say, yeah, man, that guy, heart and soul, was an Eagle? I guess Lane Johnson and Kelsey. But how many of these guys are going to be like players that you think about, when you're like my age, that you're going to think back and say, look, Dallas Cowboy girl, I told you, stop inviting these mother humpers to your ass. They're not worthy. Dallas Cowboy girl, they're not worthy of kissing your ass. I say Lane Johnson and Kelsey. Really. I guess Fletcher Cox, you might say. Maybe put Fletcher Cox in there. Jerry Jones needs to be in a nursing home. Brian Doc. Okay, Brian Doc. Okay, I'll give you that one. I know. That's what I'm saying. But Jay Ajayi was actually somebody I was interested in for us actually drafting at running back. I said Jason Peters. That was the first one that came to mind. Or did I? Oh, no, I said Fletcher Cox. Sorry. I said and Lane Johnson. Okay. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Freddie Mitchell. Oh, shit. Freddie Mitchell. It's okay, Chuck. I wasn't paying him no mind. Laugh out loud. Here's Gabriel. Here's what I'm going to say, bro. Take a look at the Eagles in 2016. Take a look at the numbers. Look it up. The Eagles in 2016, they were 4th in the NFC East. Eagles started out 3-0, winning 34-3 in the interstate rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, followed by the bye week. Eagles went 4-9. Okay, just listen to hear me out now. They went 4-9 down the stretch. They were 4th in the division, and they won the Super Bowl the next year. And that was after having back-to-back losing seasons. They were ass for 2 years, and they turned it around in 1 year. They had the 4th-place schedule. They got high draft picks, and they won the Super Bowl. So there you have it. We're down right now. Doesn't mean we can't turn things around. We were 4-12 in 2015, and we were 13-3 the next year. So the NFL is made for quick turnarounds. No, Brad. What I'm saying is your Super Bowl team. You have iconic ones. Now, Reggie White, of course, he went to Green Bay, okay? Jerome Brown, sadly, ended up dying young. But I'm talking about your 2017 Super Bowl team. How many of those players will be iconic players that you'll look back at like I do Randy White or Ed Too Tall Jones or Harvey Martin or Drew Pearson, or Roger Staubach, or Tony Dorsett. Okay, that's what I'm saying. These cornerstone pieces that you look at and say, wow, even 40 years later. That's what I'm saying. In 40 years from now, or let's say 20 years from now, will you look back at players like that were on that Super Bowl team the way I can look back to my Cowboys? T.O. was an Eagle. He was with Donovan McNabb. They came close to winning that Super Bowl because T.O. was balling. Maybe if Donovan McNabb wasn't tossing his McNuggets in midfield. Okay, again, Ron Jaworski did not win, even though he's got a Super Bowl ring because they gave him one. Ron Jaworski was not on the 2017 Super Bowl team. Now, you are naming iconic players that you think about. I agree, but they weren't part of the Super Bowl team. I don't think you think about anybody on the 2017 team the way you do about Reggie White or Jerome Brown. Am I wrong, Eagle fans? Do you look at Nick Foles like you do Ron Jaworski? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know that I look at Nick Foles and say, yeah, it's like Troy Aikman. Yeah, that's like Roger Staubach. No, you don't. I'll say, back to this whole thing about, like I was talking about houses, the way they were built now, that literally fall apart. When I look back to how those teams were built in a different era where you couldn't just buy yourself a Super Bowl, you actually had to build it. It was a different era. Rightly or wrongly, today's era. Well, you don't have that much to look back at, Philadelphia. Again, I wouldn't look back either with your past history.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Mama said that the Eagle fans are so mad because they got all them receivers and no passing game. Mama said. Mama said. Seems like Cowboy fans in this chat know more Eagles legend than Eagle fans know. Oh. Yeah, I remember when. Yeah, well, and you know what? Excuse me, I get to scratch my back there. He was right because he's broke now because he does have all them kids that in the babies' mamas that are literally looking for hundreds of $1,000s each month. He's right. $40 million wasn't enough to feed them. No, I would not, Brad. If the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, hypothetically next year with Dak Prescott as their quarterback, I would not put him ahead of Troy Aikman and Roger Staubach. I would put him with those guys and say, especially in the era of Jerry and Stephen Jones, that he ended up winning with those two jackasses running the organization. If I look back, see, here's the funny thing with you guys, man. How many players currently are playing on the Dallas Cowboys at this moment? Okay, starting lineup right now. How many players on the Cowboys lineup do you think could start on the 90s Dallas Cowboys football team right now today? Not named Micah Parsons and C.D. Lamb. I'll wait. Or the 70s team. Cowboys, they were loaded, guys. They were fucking loaded. They were just more talented than anybody else, bro. You think about having the all-time leading rusher. You think about one of the most accurate quarterbacks. You think about a playmaking wide receiver. You think about some of the offensive linemen they had from Larry Allen, Eric Williams, Mark Spiknowski, Googs, Mark Tuinei. There weren't weak spots on that team, man. Jay Novacek for a tight end. They were loaded on both sides of the roster. We ain't got that today, people. We're going to do more with less guys now. I know you guys live in the past a lot. What about 8 years with Prescott? Good guy in the NFC Championship or Super Bowl appearances. Again, unfortunately, we got Steven and Jerry Jones, Catboy and Mr. Checking out how long a guy's dick is, running the organization. Not doing what other teams are doing, which in this era is buying yourself a Super Bowl by using free agents. We don't use them. So, yeah, we have to live in the past. Jonathan Hitchens, if Andy Reid was the head coach of the Eagles in 2017, do you think the Eagles win the Super Bowl? Josh Allen will eat the Eagles for breakfast. I'm not saying that Andy Reid is the best coach in NFL history. I never said that, but he does know football. Well, I tell you what, he wins a couple more, you may have to say that. Andy Reid has taken average quarterbacks and made them great, and taken a great one and made him superb. Jacob Canellis, what's your thoughts if the Eagles make it back to the promised land? FYI, I hate the thought. Jerry's full of shit. I will literally throw up my Italian sub. I would hate it. I just would. I would congratulate him and saying you're the better team, but I wouldn't be happy about it. I can tell you that. But hold on. They say it was easier to get superstars back then, but there really wasn't free agency like it is now either. So true, you didn't have a salary cap, but you didn't have a way necessarily to go grab other players. Oh, Jonathan, I agree with you 100% that Andy Reid has to be in the top 3 of coaches. And the problem here is also, too, is when you're talking about different eras. It's hard to compare Don Shula and Tom Landry to Andy Reid because they have different things they had to do. Okay, Sarah, me looking rough and bloated. Have a nice day. We know who you are. How you doing tonight, Frank? Might as well jump on the Vikings bandwagon. Deion Sanders bragging about his 3-year, $21 million in the 90s. Imagine his contract if he played today. Yeah, but also, too, we didn't know anything about billionaires back then. $21 million was a lot of money back then. Uh-oh, Chicago gets a touchdown. You think Lions are done? Week-to-week league, bro. You could have said that last week about the Eagles playing against the Panthers. Oh, man. Are they taking the points off the board? Oh, wow. The Bears can't get a break. He didn't report. They played him at fullback. What are you talking about? Swift with a nice run there. Gets down to the 1. Second and goal for the Bears. Try and get back into this game. Swift. Oh, there's a flag. Is that a holding? Damn. Second and 11. They can't buy a break. Incomplete. Uh-oh. Raiders are playing. Incomplete. The frickin' Bears. Interceptions. The Raiders. Kirk Cousins doing Kirk Cousins things. See if they can get on the board. Man, they missed the face mask. Should have been a first down for them. Jonathan, let's see. We don't know for sure the real fan, so it's a moot point. I get what you're trying to say, but you're trying not to understand what I'm saying. Give the man some respect because he was a coach. He's just typing away in that wheelchair. Damn. Damn, Dallas Cowboy girl. Dallas Cowboy girl, I have to forgive Philadelphia. He's still living in his mom's bed.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh.
Oh, boy. Who knows what any team would have done without the coach they had during a Super Bowl run, the dynasty, etc. We can speculate all we want, but that's what it is. You're right about that one. All right, let's see. See if we can get one of these games to be a little more exciting. These are ass games. First and 10 for the Vikings on the 30-yard line. You're watching basketball? Yeah, it's bad. Illegal use of hands. First and 20. You're watching Scarface? Say hello to my little friend. Oh, boy. Carl, facts. Jerry robbed us of that. You ain't lying. You know, you could say the players suck and this, that, and the other. It's the Joneses not having the will to want to win. Terrence Blackwell, you are 100% right. They do suck. Third down and 3 for the Vikings. And Darnold, he found the receiver. I would love to see the Raiders come back in this game. Minnesota is easy work for the Eagles. You know what? It's the NFL, bro. That arrogance is what's going to kill you guys. 3rd and 7. I'd say Jimmy Johnson should be on the Mount Rushmore of head coaches. It's debatable for sure, but he's a top 5 for me. I know he's not the best of all time, but the coaches have errors for sure. He definitely was. I wish he had coached longer for the Cowboys with that team that they put together. 3rd and 7, incomplete. Is there a flag for it? They got a flag. Pass interference. That's huge on that 3rd and 7. First and 10 at 47-yard line. Incomplete. Kirk Cousins in the red zone. 4th down. We have to settle for a field goal. You don't know what's going to happen. Brock, yeah, Cowboys are way classier than Sheagles. I think if he would have been with the team for 10 more years, they would have won at least 6 rings. I don't know about winning 6, but I definitely know they would have won more of them. Marco Dallas, this kills me to say in order to jinx the Eagles, but we have to root for them in the next 3 games. God, I actually said that. He knew how to bring in young talent, and he knew what to do with them, and he knew how to motivate them. Nice 15-yard run. Eagles are no. They're not America's team, bro. Sorry. Not in the least. Oh, boy. Kansas City is. These games are boring tonight, and Eagles still have 1 Super Bowl. You ain't lying on that one. The league won't allow the Bears to win regardless because of the tight race for the top 3 seeds. That's the problem, Mark. Eagle fans want to be the Cowboys so bad. I guess that you may have hit the nail on the head, and that's why they're looking for us to validate them. He drives you crazy. All right, the Falcons up 12-3. It's like, come on, Falcons. You're going against the Raiders, man. What the hell? Come on, Raiders, do something. We have replaced Cowboys. Okay. We can just stop right there. Damn, he ran over. Man, that was shades of Marion Barber right there for the Raiders. Damn, that was he literally ran through the dude. Damn. If that wasn't a Marion Barber run right there. And Minnesota's about to get another touchdown. Touchdown, Minnesota. Third and 15 for the Raiders, so you know they're not converting this. At Carl, this is Mark's channel. I'm on a Cowboys chat. It is supposed to be a Cowboys fan. I should not have to have thick skin in our home area. Sorry. Fire Sirianni, he's been terrible. I speak to those who are stuck in the dark narrative. Let this fire be your truce. Yeah, I'm about to. I'm going to go until 10:30, and I'm going to call it a night because this is literally hurting my brain watching these two. You get Minnesota up 20-3. You know the Bears aren't coming back, and you've got Atlanta up 12-3. You know the Raiders aren't coming back from that. And we've got all of the Eagle fans in here doing a circle jerk.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Good night, Brock. Even as much as a pain in the ass as you guys are, you got Lola saying good night. See, we have some couth as opposed to you Eagle fans, or some of you Eagle fans. Oh, that ain't no lie. I feel bad for Antonio Pierce. If having literally no quarterback. Eagle fans eat crayons. I think they ate worse than that because I know they were eating some horse shit before. I don't even have a problem with most of the people. It's just that when they gang up you, when you're already losing, every goddamn. I feel you, bro. But Eagle fans, that's what they do, man. When they're losing, you can't find them. You can't find them. But man, when they're winning, you want to talk about bandwagon fans. Oh man, they jump on the bandwagon. Oh boy. Ugh. Okay, called it the bank vault. Okay. Of course it would be, and Brad. If the Eagles were 6-8, we wouldn't see you. We wouldn't see you. See, that's the difference between you guys and me. I'm here. I am literally here, and in fact, going into your own backyard on the Dan Salio show, as shitty as this season has been, and I've been taking shit all season. What's funny about you guys is when you guys have bad times, you just disappear. You don't show up until times are good. But I'm literally here taking shit every week. See, that's being a grown-ass man. Some of y'all are cockroaches. Eagles say in this chat last year at this time when they were imploding. Oh, we didn't see him much then. Oh, Jonathan. But, let me see if I can find him. Oops. Damn. Sorry, Joe Boo. Let me see if I can find it. This is what's crazy. Now listen to this for a second. Let me find this email. This is, no lie. I can't, even when I'm not on, I can't hide from people. Okay, so this is titled "To Mark Smelly Holmes." Mark, this is seriously from somebody named Joey. He says, "Mark Smelly Holmes. It's so nice to see you sad after every game when you watch the Eagles win. You look so destroyed, so pathetic, and it's such a nice sight to see. The fact that you want to say that you beat the Panthers better than we beat us is really pathetic. When we bent y'all over and spank your ass 34-6, and you didn't play starters in the last quarter, just an FYI, Eagle fans will forever own you." Why I gotta be Mark Smelly Holmes? I wear deodorant. I bathe. Let's see. Let me get some of the other ones that's in here. What's wrong with your brain, fat boy? Kyle trying to save his job? Do you always just make up dumb shit for clicks, or does your JUCO brain really think that statement is true? Fat boy, why do you insist on running your damn mouth so much? I think you have brain damage where you're stuck processing like a teenager. You're a 60-year-old. You spend every waking minute talking about the Cowboys and trying to give Dak a reach around. I told you already, the real Cowboy fans think you are a disgrace and a bumbling idiot. So go ahead and crank out your 100 videos a week and prove it to everybody. Niners for life. That's the kind of stuff that I wake up to. Yeah, Carl, right. Eagle fans, how's your record against the Cowboys? Oh, but they'll tell you that doesn't matter. Oh, regular season, that doesn't matter. You know, it's only playoffs. Oh, Oracle, you ain't lying. There's a lot of dudes out there that are crazy. The way I look at that is moron gives you one more fan. Oh, yeah. Apparently, they watch all the videos. And that doesn't even go to the real cray-cray one who has literally a channel, the FJ versus MH, with the shit that he's been put out there. There's hundreds of videos, and they're all about me. All about me. It's kind of like, bro, I'm glad that I'm such a important part of your life. Jerry needs to put Mark on retainer the way some of these guys act. Keyboard warriors at their finest. Lois, I say. Too much estrogen in those emails. Ooh.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
No, Brad. Unfortunately, his chair is jacked up, and his chair, I got to put it back together tomorrow. He slipped. Look at the Bears. Ugh. Nice toe tap swag there. These emails have single mom energy. That's an insult to estrogen. That was an amazing catch there. Hearing these emails from people are really funny, however. They probably would never state those critiques to your face. Oh, I know they wouldn't. Y'all, I wasn't streaming this game. I knew it was going to be slow. As an Eagle fan, don't pay any of the weirdos any attention. We like you, Mark, just not the Cowboys. Mark, it's unfortunate, but I think some of these guys wake up and you're the first thing on their minds. It's scary. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's exactly right, Jonathan. You just don't know that some of these people really think that, you don't know if one of them thinks that that I'm literally the devil. The first comment on the other channel was, basically, you're going to hell because of Joe Boo. Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing. Bears in the red zone. Can they get a score? 3rd and 11. And they jump off sides. They jump off sides. Oracle, yeah. There's 2 games on and both of them suck. What are the odds? Third and 16 for the Bears. Williams, damn, he's running for his life. Oh, man, there's a flag. That might be unnecessary roughness. Now, back in the day, there was no such thing as unnecessary roughness on a quarterback. That'll give him a first down. Oh, shit. Ineligible member downfield. Are you serious? Wow. Playoffs? I don't want to talk about playoffs. Are you kidding me? Playoffs? Boy, the Bears are just bad. All right, good people. I can't do these games any longer. But remember, BetUS, which sponsored this video, BetUS, use the promo code YouTube150 so that way you can get your matching deposits on your first 3 deposits of up to $2,000. Bet responsibly, and bet with BetUS. Royals, Cowboys, actually, I don't use either of those. What I actually use is I have a studio software called Live Stream Studio, and that's because I have a Vimeo account that, it's like when I lost my channel, Cowboy Joe Boo, I was worried about, it was like I got to get in touch with people again, and I didn't know I could get another YouTube channel again. And so I started a Vimeo account, which I could stream to multiple platforms, and it stores all of your content. So every video that I've done since 2019, live stream and all, is all there and could go back to. Not that I ever go back to all that stuff, but it's there. And so with that comes this streaming software, and I've bought like my streaming deck to go with it, so that way if I want to change cameras, I can just go like that, or if I want to, go picture in picture, I can just push a button and I can do that real easily here, and so on. So, and it's been around for quite a while. They still update it and everything else, but it's probably old school now. Yeah, you know, everybody, you're right. It's real easy to say, playoffs? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. I'm just trying to win a game. Alrighty, good people. Micah Parsons, of course, talking about being a Cowboy for life. Let's hope that that's the case and that he ends up doing all the things that he says he's going to do, which is win a Super Bowl.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of athletic competition. This is ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Brought to you by Lincoln Mercury. Nobody has more kinds of cars for more kinds of people. See them at the sign of the cat. By Goodyear, makers of the custom Steel Guard radial tire. And by State Farm Mutual. Almost anywhere you live, there's a State Farm agent nearby. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.